Yeah. Okay.
Corner group, come on now.
Legislatures for...
Wait a minute, I got to take away from the corner group because they said laptop. What was that? Laptop. I got to take -3. Go ahead.
Nothing.
Articles for 4. Pictionary. Uh-oh. Who's gonna draw?
Hi. All right.
I'm gonna regret this.
Sorry, I'm trying to do both. Oh, whoa, oh.
I'm gonna regret this.
All right, let
Not
me
you,
focus on this one.
Thomas.
Cookies, want to pass it around? Just pass it around.
Ooh.
On the 9. Go ahead, Thomas.
All right. The only way I can think about this.
Oh,
They
God.
won't open. Damn it. Thank you. Okay, so we have a person, and then we have. No speaking.
Women bearing their breasts in Ocean City. Women be able to go topless in Ocean City.
Topless is what I was looking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Topless in Ocean City.
Topless is what I was looking
Got it.
for.
I got
What was that? 3, Paula?
That was 4. It was
4?
4.
What's the significance of topless? And you've got it first. The next thing I see, we'll have it. You'll have it next.
Ocean City is considered like a family-friendly place.
They are.
And this woman wants to go topless, and Ocean City said, let's not do anything about it. And then they passed an ordinance saying you can't because a bunch of businesses complained.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ocean City. There was a question out there, and this started a little bit more than really a year ago now. But there was a question out there about whether or not women could go topless. And initially, Ocean City, if you remember, they instructed the lifeguards there really not to do anything about this. So it was kind of an implication that it would be legal to do so. Once this came out, there were a lot of complaints, just like you said, 1, 2, 3, 4. And with these complaints, they passed an ordinance that specifically banned this. Tell me what happened next.
So
Anybody in the group, I do.
the I don't know if it was one lady or multiple ladies, but they filed a lawsuit against Ocean City, claiming like discrimination, that men can go topless, but they can't.
Yeah, this is the thing that came up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there was this lawsuit. And believe it or not, the Maryland Attorney General was very late in offering an interpretation about whether this would actually be discrimination or not, eventually saying that no, it wouldn't be, and it was okay to have this kind of a law. But there is a case that's actually going forward. Anything else you can tell me about this? 5.
I have a fun fact about a case in Colorado where they took it to the Supreme Court. They just reached a ruling and said that women are allowed to be topless.
So, anything you want to add?
$1,000 fine if you actually go there.
Yeah, it actually was. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a finable offense. Anything else you got for me on this?
Is it in federal court now?
I think it is. It is pending right now in federal court, and we'll see ultimately what ends up happening. But yeah, they have not issued the ruling yet. And right now, it's not legal to do, but we'll see what ends up happening, because this discrimination idea, the difference between men anatomy, female anatomy, it's an issue that's starting to go up through the courts. Go ahead, click it, hit the light. If you'll pick me a category, go. You have a chance to catch them if you catch lightning in a bottle.
Articles for 5.
Articles for 5. Click it. Montgomery County Council controversy. Y'all have it first. First hand I see has got it next. You'll have it next. Here's your chance. 5 points. This is the most patient I'm going to be. The Montgomery County Council controversy. There were multiple articles about this. Go ahead when you're ready.
That's the election districts in the county.
Go ahead. What about the election districts?
Well, I guess the down county had more representation than the up county, and they wanted to restructure the district so that the up county would at least be guaranteed 1 seat.
Yeah, this is exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've given you 10 on this so far. There was a sense out there that it was really disproportionate representation in Montgomery County. And do you remember what city seemed to get the most?
Tacoma?
Silver Spring, Tacoma Park. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I believe they had how many? You remember? What'd you say, Jalil? I think you said 3. But anyway, go ahead. 5. Okay, we're just making it up. Anything you want to tell me about this?
They're like, I think right now they're vertical and they wanted to make it horizontal, right?
I think that's kind of the effect of it, is that if they shifted the direction on these things, ultimately this would mean that they would be guaranteed a seat up there. However, in the way that they are right now, there are more people that are concentrated in the South, and there are more motivated voters, it could be argued, that are in the South, and that's why they're doing it. So the biggest criticism is, if you don't like who's getting elected, then go vote and do something about it, as opposed to just having to change up the elections. Anything else you got for me? 40, 45, 50, 57, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. You're only 18 behind. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Gary.
So another problem with this is there's there's a total of 9 members,
There are.
and 4 are at large.
Yes.
So they don't necessarily have to be elected by a district.
4 are at large. 5 are to specific districts. Why is it that they set it up that way? Anybody in the group?
That's something else to say though.
Anybody in the group? Why did they set it up that way? 4, 3.
So there'd be more people with districts than there would be, like, so you have 5 people who are district elected,
Yeah.
and you have 4 people who are at large. So you get the districts, but then you get the at-large people who can be voted from anywhere in the county.
Yeah.
So at-large people have to be voted by the district. They
Yeah.
voted, you can vote anywhere in the county.
Yeah.
Are you asking like how people are at-large?
Why would they do that? Why would they have it 5 and 4 is what I'm asking. 4, 3. It looks like Maximilian's ready. 2, 1. Go ahead.
Do
Wait,
it.
she said it.
What did she say?
I said so that the average person has more of a voice on like the reigning power than in just their district.
You guys almost lost points.
-5. Go ahead, tell me.
They're right.
Never mind, we didn't have it.
Never mind.
Bursts or in bits and pieces.
Election bursts.
No, like so that, let me rephrase that.
Well, I think it
So
should.
that they don't all get elected at once, they get elected in, I don't know what word I'm looking for.
I think that's going to be -5. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take that away. Anything from the back room?
Don't call me that. Ugh, they're putting all this pressure on me. Come on,
It's just 10, actually.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
5, 4,
Sorry.
3. Oh, this is going to be a bad exam on Tuesday. 2, 1. They actually set it up that way so that, in fact, each person would be able to elect a majority of the council. Because they would be able to elect their one person in the district, but then they would also be able to elect 4 at large. So everybody in the county would be able to elect 5 of the 9. So just be pretty specific with that. Go ahead, pick me a category, and wasn't Max, it was y'all. Y'all gave me the, no, it was Gary, gave me the last correct answer.
I'll say Annapolis question for 4 points.
Maximum age of a Maryland judge, first hand I see. I do think it's Haley.
70.
70, go ahead, click it. 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 70. Pick me a category, go.
Annapolis question for 3.
Annapolis for 3.
Also Annapolis.
List all you can. Click it. Search of your person. When we, and it's going to be you, when we were there, one of the things that the judge talked about was the search of your person. Go ahead.
Police have the ability to search your person, such as wallet,
Wallet. 1, 2, 3.
Briefcase, pocket,
Briefcase. 1, 2, 3.
cigarette pack,
Cigarette pack. 1, 2, 3.
and a baggie.
And a baggie. 1, 2, 3. What was it that she said that they still do not have the ability to search without a warrant?
On the cell phone.
The cell phone. Why? 1, 2, 3.
The Supreme Court did not allow this because it's a brief and
Because of the breadth and depth, 1, 2, 3, of what you could conceivably find in there. So they cannot do that. But think about it. Briefcase, pocket, cigarette pack, baggie, any of these other things, but the cell phone still's got too much that's actually in it. Go ahead. Touch the house. Pick me a category. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75.